The Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we know it, may be approaching the end of an era. With Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, and closing the book on the original Avengers and new sagas still finding their footing, it's only a matter of time before Marvel hits the reset button. But when that time comes, who takes up the mantle? Who becomes the new Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, or Natasha Romanoff? The MCU is the most ambitious cinematic universe ever created. But even the best actors age, contracts expire, and stories run their course. Like Superman or Batman, superheroes are bigger than any one actor. If Marvel reboots, it's a chance to reimagine the core heroes through a modern lens, and new actors who bring something different to the roles. So, in today's video, I'll be recasting the core Avengers like Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, Thor, and Hawkeye. Let's begin with Iron Man. Tony Stark is more than a suit of armor. He's a cultural icon. Robert Downey Jr. gave us a sardonic, swaggering genius whose journey from narcissist to self-sacrificing hero defined a generation. Enter Theo James. He's charming, cutting, effortlessly magnetic, but there's an underlying danger, a storm beneath the smile. His performance in The White Lotus showed he can play wealth and arrogance while still keeping us intrigued. This version of Tony Stark doesn't need to be the life of the party. He can be the guy who owns the room with a glance. A Stark who's sharper, more emotionally raw, more self-destructive. A Tony for an era that's a little more cynical, a little more uncertain. My pick for Tony Stark is Theo James. Next up, Captain America. For Steve Rogers, I got two actors that could pull Cap off. For the first one, Glenn Powell. Captain America is honor, idealism, and leadership. Glenn Powell has the square-jawed classicism, but also the self-awareness to make Rogers less of a Boy Scout and more of a nuanced, postmodern hero in a complicated world. But if you want raw strength and an imposing presence, Alan Ritchson is the perfect actor. Think, a Steve Rogers who feels like he actually stepped out of a super soldier program. One's a tactician, one's a tank. Depends on the captain you want. Up next, let's recast Black Widow. My pick is Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy brings an eerie calm and mystery that fits Natasha's spy origins. Her sharp intensity makes her an ideal candidate to reimagine Widow not just as a fighter, but as a psychological warrior battling her past. Anya Taylor-Joy as Black Widow. Next up, let's tackle the Hulk. I ended up choosing Penn Badgley. Bruce Banner is intellect wrapped in inner chaos. Penn Badgley brings that simmering anxiety, the man who's always one heartbeat away from breaking. He brings the introspection and quiet tension Banner needs, but with a modern twist, less tragic scientist, more repressed storm. With Badgley, the monster isn't just physical, it's psychological. A soft-spoken mind haunted by what he could become. Penn Badgley is Hulk. Next up is Hawkeye. I went on to select Garrett Hedlund. He has the rugged charm and quiet depth to give Clint Barton new life. He's a perfect fit for a more grounded, lone wolf Hawkeye. Hawkeye isn't flashy. He's the guy who hits the target and fades into the shadows. Garrett Hedlund brings that low-key intensity and grit. This Clint's not cracking jokes. He's surviving. A soldier with scars, doing what he must, not what he wants. And lastly, we got Thor. For the God of Thunder, I ended up picking Alexander Skarsgård. Thor needs to be mythic, but also emotionally grounded. Alexander Skarsgård has the Norse physique and gravitas in his roles in The Northman and Legend of Tarzan. He's got all the acting chops to explore Thor's inner conflict, his burden of legacy, godhood, and humanity. Less of the comedy and more of the serious god. So, Alexander Skarsgård as Thor. And with that, there are the 6 core Avengers for the rebooted MCU. Let me know what you guys think about my castings in the comments below. If you want me to cast the other characters in the MCU, and please don't forget to subscribe for more.